In my last video, when I was talking about my Android game, I mentioned how difficult it has been to get to the point in which it's going to be published. And specifically, the example I gave was that it felt as though I was on a 100-mile journey in a car, and I had traveled 99 miles, and right at the last mile, the engine broke down. And that I would rather walk 99 miles backward than walk the 1 mile forward that I need to. And I kept thinking about that example that I gave, and I thought, that's completely illogical. Why would somebody want to walk 99 miles back instead of just walking the 1 mile forward? And I realized that it's really a hesitancy to deal with problems that I have never dealt with before. You know, my history is that I have developed games and applications, and I'm used to code. I'm comfortable in there. I started to dive into how to publish an Android app, and there's lots of little pieces in my app that are not finished, like the advertisements and just bug fixes. But really, once those are fixed, we're getting to the point in which I've really got to get into something that I'm not comfortable with, and that's actually publishing the app, handling people's feedback, all areas where not only do I not have any expertise, but I also don't have any experience. And I think it's a case of procrastination. Case in point, I've started to deal with problems that I don't even have yet. You know, one such problem is that I would like to publish it on iOS as well as Android. And so instead of fixing the problems and getting it published on Android, I went and bought a Mac Mini because that'll help. It hasn't helped. I mean, it's helped drain my bank account. But besides that, nothing else. And so when you get to this stage, you got to work out what it is that you need to do to go forward. And I kind of think of it as like a piece of string, right? You got a piece of string, and the piece of string has knots in there, okay? And this is where you start, and this is where you end. This is me starting my game. This is me publishing my game, and people being able to download and play it, right? Here's the start, here's the goal. And so as I start here and I'm coming along this piece of string, maybe I hit a couple of knots in the string, and you know, I untie them, and it's fairly easy. You find the little loop in there, and you pull it out, and good, you're good, and you keep going forward. As you get to here, these knots that I'm trying to undo, they're much bigger, and they take much more effort. And sometimes they can cause a little anxiety, they can be a little overwhelming, but you've got to get in there and fail to succeed. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Actually, I'm not doing that right now. I'm recording a video about it, because recording videos is another method of procrastination. But that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to really focus down on resolving the last bugs, getting the internal testing to active testing, and just get this thing out there. Even if it gets published and has a horrifying bug, I'm going to be so much further ahead than I am now that it doesn't matter. So wish me luck, and stay tuned for any future updates, and hopefully this goes well. Okay, see you next time.